So it looks like things are going good for our boy Gucci Mane. And he's not taking the route of trying to keep to the streets to handle this little Pooh Shiesty debacle. From what I've heard so far, he's going the judicial route instead. Let's get some more updates from none other than our boy, Poetic Flacco. Gucci Mane just ruined Pooh Shiesty's life with what he did last night. All right, let's see what he did.
What Gucci Mane just did pretty much guarantees Pooh Shiesty is going to be in prison until he's 60 years old. Pooh Shiesty is currently sitting in jail for robbing and kidnapping Gucci Mane and putting a gun to his head and making him sign a contract to release him from the record deal. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is money on as I look at what the highest tier.
Yes, jump ahead, please.
First deposit. Over the last couple of days, the discussion has been how effed and cooked is Pooh Shiesty. Now, when we found out that Gucci Mane, even though he cooperated with local police and gave information and told on Pooh Shiesty the night that the incident happened, that when the feds stepped in, Gucci Mane hadn't been cooperative with the feds. So people were under the assumption if Gucci Mane ain't cooperative with the feds, they really don't got nothing on Pooh Shiesty. Shiesty coming home. Well, Gucci Mane essentially just put a dent in Shiesty coming home plans because he dropped a record last night. And the fans don't need no statement from Gucci. They don't need Gucci to take the stand. They got the song that Gucci dropped last night. The song is enough because Gucci laid it all out for any and everybody who's won.
I didn't even know about this. I want to hear it, low-key. I wish I could play it on here, but it's probably copyrighted.
Wondering what happened, including the police. Gucci,
like I'm even monetized though, but still.
Gucci laid it all out, bruh. Let's get into some of these lyrics. So Gucci starts off the song by saying, "Tell the truth, you went out like a crash dummy. And after all that, boy, you still signed to me. I'm like Birdman and Ninja, this my cash money. And your fat flunky, he a stone cold junkie." Talking about Big 30. When Pooh Shiesty was at his bond hearing and they were telling him how Gucci Mane told the police what he did and how Gucci Mane identified him, Pooh Shiesty, according to the reporters in the courtroom, was just shaking his head like, man. Pooh Shiesty was under the assumption, man, we all gangsters, man. We're supposed to handle it in the streets. Gucci like, no, dummy. I'm a multi-millionaire owner of a label. I do business.
Thank you.
I'm not in the streets of Atlanta.
Thank you. If you tuned into my last video talking about this, I was saying how I think Gucci should choose that route. Don't go the street route. You already a seasoned, successful, millionaire rapper. Ain't no time to be doing that street crap. The street code is almost dead at this point from what I'm seeing. I could be out of touch because I'm not in the streets like that, really at all. But I don't know. Is it like, let me know what like, do y'all think the streets is done with now? Like just being a street YN? Is that over with? Is that just played out? Is it lame? Because when I see that activity, I'll be weird.
Get away from me.
No, that's how I feel about it. But what do y'all think? Am I just out of touch?
Trying to kill ops no more, bro. I'm doing multi-million-dollar business, man. If you think I'm a get it back in blood or get it back in the streets, you out of your mind, man. You going to jail and you gonna be signing me for life. Pooh Shiesty, you went out bad, bro. Now, if y'all think the police can't use Gucci Mane rap lyrics against Pooh Shiesty, you're out of your mind, bro. If them folks was using Young Thug lyrics against them all throughout court, you think them like them folks who got a statement from Gucci already and these rap lyrics can't use this against Gucci Mane? And I'm sure they're gonna subpoena Gucci Mane to come and explain these rap lyrics. And he's gonna be on that stand looking like a dummy trying to explain, well, no, all right, man. But I'll be real, after this song, I'm not even buying the rumors that Gucci Mane ain't cooperating with the feds or he's not talking to the police. Because if you're scheduled to speak to the
He's talking.
FBI a little later in this month and you drop this song, this is pretty much an admission. I'm ready to go the full way, and I support Gucci Mane going the full way. He continued and he says, you know I got my bread up. I always keep my head up. I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. I walk in the room, you can feel the pressure building. Ninjas dapped me up the whole time they was plotting against me.
I'm reading this and I'm just like reading the lyrics and I can hear it in the Gucci Mane voice. You know I got my bread up. I always keep my head up. I thought it was a business need, but I was set up. I even got those words wrong right there, but
I think I heard DJ Academic say the Gucci Mane record is tied for the worst moment in history with J. Cole. So J. Cole, him apologizing to Kendrick Lamar, that was the first. Gucci Mane is now tied for the first with J. Cole. I'm going to say this. This is one of the best moments in hip-hop history. This is one of the best. This is one of the first times we're seeing somebody of Gucci Mane's stature. And when I say stature, I don't just mean his stature in music. I mean his stature in the streets. Gucci Mane is a cold-blooded street dude, bruh. Don't get it messed up. Like the skinny Gucci, right, who's getting money, who's looking good, who got his wife, who got his kid, who's doing his thing, that Gucci is a businessman. He's a boss. But don't get it effed up. That Gucci is a certified cold-blooded street dude. This is the first time we're seeing a certified street dude say, hey, bruh, yo, these street rules are stupid, right? Why the hell would I keep it street and keep it P when like he snaked me? Yo, this is talking about millions. Yo, we talking about multi-million-dollar business deal. He snaked me in a multi-million-dollar business deal and tried to finesse me out of millions of dollars, right? So why would I let him finesse me out of millions of dollars? If I got to go down this route, if I got to cooperate to prove that I signed this contract under duress, that's what I'm going to do. Gucci Mane doing this, I think, rewrites the rules of the streets. This the first time we're watching common sense prevail in the culture. When you do a temperature check online, people ain't saying Gucci Mane bad for telling. They saying Gucci Mane, of course you tell. And people are calling out anybody who dare try to shame Gucci Mane for telling. I don't think outright snitching will ever be accepted in hip hop, but I do think all this gray area nonsense people want to get to, that's gone and out the window. People now have common sense. And this Gucci Mane situation is really helping people to realize what's been in front of us the entire time, which is, yo, a lot of these street rules are stupid. There's no consistency. Now, if you do a crime with somebody and you sign up to do that crime with somebody, and then you cooperate against them, that's never going to be accepted in hip hop. But the gray area where I'm at a business meeting with some white folks and an off-duty police officer, and this is a label meeting where millions of dollars is at stake, and you come and you do some street stuff and you rob me and rob my people with me, it's snitching if I say, yeah, he did it. It's snitching if I back up the people who's with me and say, oh yeah, they telling the truth. They not lying. Nah, bruh. That gray area shit is nonsense. It's out of here, bruh. And this Gucci Mane situation is helping with that. Gucci Mane also addressed.
Nah, I'm over here clowning Flacco, but I agree with him though. I agree 100%. This is what I was saying in my last video. Like, there's no reason for him to keep it to the street code. No reason, especially like how old is Pooh Shiesty? How old is Pooh Shiesty? Hold on, let me look up and see how old these dudes are. Because what is this? How old is Pooh Shiesty? 26. Okay. And Gucci. That's not Gucci. Maybe he is 105. Gucci Mane is 46. Okay. So, nah, if I'm Gucci and I'm 46 years old and a successful seasoned millionaire, you think I'm finna be playing these YN games with anybody that's 26 years old? But, bro, I got a wife and kids and businesses. Come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, nah, bro. Like, Pooh, I don't know what you're doing, bro. I don't know what you're doing.
Pooh Shiesty put a gun to him and made him sign release papers. Gucci Mane says a ninja set up the play like Suge Knight did with Dre. Now, Suge Knight was notorious for pulling up on people with goons, the Crips and the Bloods, and making them sign contract they didn't want to sign. Right? We know that Suge Knight, I believe, dangled Vanilla Ice over a balcony and made him sign the contract. So Gucci says, but I ain't Easy E, ninja, and this ain't back in the day. This 1017, the label, I built this ish from the ground, and I'll be damned if I let a ninja take my ish down. This next line to me was the most raw line in the entire song. Gucci Mane told Pooh Shiesty, you play stupid games, then you win stupid prizes. Truth. That's a fact, man. Yo, Shiesty, you up millions of dollars, man. You got access to the best attorneys, to the best lawyers. You could have handled that the legal way, man. You chose to go down this route when you can afford to give a lawyer $100,000 and have him do his thing. Instead of coming home and buying three more new Ferraris, you could have gave $100,000 to a lawyer and have him go after Gucci if you felt like Gucci was doing something wrong. So,
you know what? I was wondering to myself. I was wondering if I'm thinking more so like Shiesty was really trying to be on that type of time. Like this was his idea. Like he wanted to do this, even though he's up millions. He's got money. But he's in a contract that he don't like. Okay, whatever. Or if this was like his boys all up in his ear, like, oh man, you can't let him do you like that, saying all that dumb stuff. Like, were they doing that with him? And then he kind of got peer pressured into actually running up on Gucci, because maybe even his pops was saying that to him, because his pops was right there with him trying to do it too with him. So I'm wondering which one was it, but most likely it was probably a mixture of both. Because on one hand, I feel like Pooh is the type of dude to just, that's the only way he knows how to handle situations. And then also maybe he did get some money and then he's starting to feel like comfortable. And maybe part of him is like, oh, I don't got to do it, man. But his boys, they're getting on him about how he's looking soft or something for not, trying to kidnap Gucci, man. But I don't know. What do y'all think?
Gucci continued, and he says, some people like to take a ninja kindness for weakness. I pulled up on business, but y'all was on some weak-ish. Now, Asian Doll, who's a former 1017 artist who been had issues with Gucci Mane, wasn't too happy that Gucci Mane released this record, because Asian Doll is now saying, free Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, hashtag snitch K, rat odd ninja appear big. According to Asia, listen, man, I don't think Gucci Mane at this point give a damn, bro. I think Gucci Mane is hella comfortable with his decision. So y'all calling Gucci Mane a rat, y'all going out of your way to shame Gucci Mane for dropping this record and talking to the police and doing this thing. I think right now Gucci Mane is in family man mode. He's in how do I build, the most wealth for me and my family. And I don't think Gucci Mane gives a damn. I think Gucci Mane has done the street stuff. Like, when you're somebody of Gucci Mane's caliber and you done caught a body, you done beat a body, you done kept quiet about it, you done got multiple charges and kept quiet, right? You did your thing. You see, there's no reward for being solid. Another person who initially...
For real, like, a part of what I think about how these dudes be trying to keep this street code stuff, my bad, my ear is, I was all up in that joint. Oh, snap. But... it's basically like, the way I see this is having people stick to the street code is basically like somebody trying to up on being a bully to you. They're basically going to be like, hey, I'm finna come over there and beat you up or rob you or whatever. And if you tell mom, I'm going to beat you up again and tell all your friends that you're not cool and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's basically how it is. This is playground rules. I feel like these are rules made by people that develop their entire way of thinking as a child and never grew up. What are you talking about? If you come to my crib and put a gun in my face and probably beat me up, kidnap me, and then force me to change our contractual agreements, force me to do anything, let's put it that way. And then you'd be like, if you tell on me, I'm going to tell the streets on you. Like, bro, come on. We are grown men, bro. We are grown men. And being grown doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to just handle this without using my resources. It means I'm going to use my resources because I'm grown. I'm an adult. I have resources to use and I'm going to use them. What are we talking about? This is sandbox behavior. Screw the street code 2026 and beyond, man. Forget the street code. I'm done with it.
Defended Gucci Mane, Rollo. He came out and said, man, Gucci Mane ain't tell what y'all talking about. Big 30 lawyer saying Gucci.
Check out my boy's nails. Whoa. Why they so long, bro? Okay. ADHD.
Gucci Mane ain't tell. Rollo was forced to come back and issue an apology after Pooh Shiesty bond hearing, And after everything that went on yesterday with Gucci Mane and these snitching allegations.
I just sat back just to see how many of y'all gonna keep it real. So we get word from Big Thuddy lawyer the other day
Dada.
that Gucci Mane wasn't cooperating. And then after the court proceeding, we see the FBI say under oath that they ain't heard nothing from Gucci Mane. But when I just posted Gucci the other day, everybody wrote all these rat emojis and said all this about this man. But when we want the apologists to be as loud as the insults, they gonna call that man a rat. Y'all got a sitting in jail facing we don't know how much for trying to get out of contract. But yet, Gucci Mane still gonna get money off this. Like he still signed the Gucci Mane out of all this right now when we listening to Pooh Shiesty. The money's still going to Gucci Mane pocket. So it's a lose-lose situation. Gucci out here with it. You know what? I respect the game. I'm a man. And I need you to send it to your people and tell them I was wrong and tell them I apologize. Damn.
If Pooh Shiesty day ain't bad enough, a criminal defense attorney on YouTube, was talking about this Pooh Shiesty case, and he said he thinks Pooh Shiesty is going to get 30 years for sure. 20 years for the kidnapping and aggravating charges, and then 10 years for the gun.
From Zito, the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Ankle monitor, cell phone
Hey, I love this attorney dude. He's great.
records, surveillance footage, fingerprints, Greyhound bus tickets, rental car records, posting it on social media. He might as well have called the feds on himself.
For real.
I like Zito. Let's see. Icy. We got food, beautiful women, and fresh air. Why don't you want to stay out of prison? And just a couple more. Another one from Parmesan. I wouldn't be surprised if Pooh Shiesty thing results in very stiff sentences for those involved, especially Shiesty. Shiesty's going to get fucked here. He's going to get a long prison. It's federal. There were guns involved. They will get a Texas judge. They forced Gucci Mane to sign a contract. Lawyers and judges don't play about contracts. Contract law is like the foundation of law. A law itself is basically a contract between yourself and the state and the country you're in. Pooh Shiesty got a second chance. Judges hate when you throw away a second chance. Yes, they do. Pooh Shiesty was on supervised release. Pooh Shiesty had an ankle monitor on. I'm not saying he'll get 30 years, but if he did, I wouldn't be totally surprised. He will get 30 years for this. He absolutely will. He could probably get 20 years.
Facts, because at this point, if I was the judge, I wouldn't give this trial much of the time of day, to be honest. I'll just be like, bro, you literally had an ankle monitor on when you went and tried to kidnap somebody and rob them. And Gucci Mane at that, bro. Like, bro, I'm not trying to hear it. Didn't he get out, wasn't that like a year, maybe 2 ago? He just got out. He just got his freedom back. And then you gonna go do this? Nah, bro. This is low IQ activity. I'm sorry, but it is. I ain't gonna say that he's a full low IQ man, because I don't know him, but based off of what I've seen from his actions, he's doing low IQ activity
For the underlying crime, and then 10 years for the gun.
This Pooh Shiesty situation reminds me of the Josh Gordon situation with the Browns, right? Josh Gordon was an NFL player. Josh Gordon, first year playing football in the NFL, Josh Gordon had 1,400 yards in 12 games. For you guys who don't follow sports, that is absolutely phenomenal. He broke the rookie record. I think he broke the record for the amount of games he played. He broke the record for the yards he had in them games. If he would have played the full season, he would have got he would have broke the receiving yards record. That was his first season. You would think, oh, he's a guaranteed Hall of Famer. Josh Gordon proceeded to get suspended time after time after time for weed charges, while testing positive for weed. Josh Gordon went on to probably have a 5-year career and was out the league.
I gotta say this. I feel like failing a test for weed in your system should not get you kicked out of any sports. It shouldn't really get you kicked out of anything. The only problem that I think should happen if you are under the influence of weed is if you are at work and you're high, then okay. And it's impeding your performance. Then okay, fine. Give me some punishments. But if it's because, yeah, I smoked before I went to bed last night and I woke up nice and refreshed and came to work and did a great job. So you gonna fire me because I smoked at home and it's legal in almost the entire country? Nah, bro, get that out of here. See, it made my boom malfunction. Got me pissed off.
Right? But he was an immense talent. That's Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty is an immense talent. Pooh Shiesty is somebody who's supposed to be in the upper echelons of rappers. He was on his way there. Pooh Shiesty came home and dropped his first day out. Did 50 million views from the first day out. He was so highly anticipated. I don't know why he would do this. Under what circumstances did you think it was smart to do this while on ankle monitor 5 minutes after having a conversation with your PO and letting them know where you were? I don't know, man. Maybe he thought Gucci Mane wouldn't cooperate because he was a street dude. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man?
I agree. I think he thought that Gucci Mane wasn't going to cooperate because he's Gucci Mane and he's a street dude. But nope. No. I done used that boom like 7,000 times in this video. And I won't be stopped. But, like, no. Like, Gucci Mane, he did a whole transformation and even a cloning from after he got out of jail. He's not finna do that street stuff no more. He's not. And he would be stupid if he tried to handle this in a street way. Like this Pooh Shiesty, I don't know if he has a woman or he might have kids. Every rapper got 1 million kids at this point, but I don't know if he's got like a family, like his own immediate family, like from his direct blood, from his loins. So I don't know. But if he does, that's just less point. That's just, more point deduction for him. If he doesn't, it makes even more sense why he's acting a plumb fool right now. But I'm glad to see Gucci Mane is taking this route on things, because I didn't want to see Gucci go the street route at all, because it would just be foolish. It would be foolish of him. Like, if I was him, ain't nothing finna bring me back to the streets. And like what I've said before, ain't that at least used to be what all the hood dudes said. I'm trying to make it about the streets so I can get my family and my people out the streets too. What happened to that, bro? What happened to that? People don't do that no more. That's not the thing no more. And I've seen too many people that come up out the streets, they get successful, they get wealthy, and then when they go back to the streets, they're met with only hate. Only hate. People mad at them like, oh, you ain't never look out for me ever since you went Hollywood. Yes, I'm going Hollywood. Because y'all don't know how to act. And those that can get out of that situation do and should stay out of that situation. Go get new friends. And I'm not saying if you like make it out the hood to automatically just ditch everybody from the hood that you was with or grew up with or whatever. Yeah, reach out. Keep cool with those who are cool to you. Those that understand, like, hey, he made it out. I'm still his friend. I just feel happy for him and I hope the best for him. Those, yeah, pick them up, put them on, give them some game, help them grow. Then both of y'all living a lavish life together. But so many times, majority of the time that I hear about a dude came up out the streets and made it up there, when he go back to his own hood, they hate him, or they show him fake love and they plotting on him. And I hate to see that. It's basically getting institutionalized without even having to go to prison. You're getting institutionalized by the hood itself, and it sucks because it's really, a lot of it isn't even their fault. It's not even their fault. It's the system's fault. And we know it. We know how the system does us. But it's not, like, to an extent, that's a problem you can't solve. You can't solve that problem for a lot of people. It's sad, but it's true. You can help. You can lend out a helping hand, but don't just try to help them in that way. Don't just try to just be like, all right, hey, I'm gonna just throw you $1 million. Like, I heard stories about people that came up out the hood, out of poverty or whatever, and They went and gave one of their old friends or old homies like a large lump sum of cash. And then later on, come to find out, this dude went and just bought all types of narcotics with that and overdosed because he had access to all the drugs. And that's what he chose to do with it. So you got to be careful with this type of stuff. And the street code is just not, it's not good. We gotta reprogram our brains to be able to get out of this. And I don't have all the answers, but I just know that is what needs to happen. And I can't solve it. I don't even have the resources to solve it for the people that I know that aren't even in direct poverty and stuff. So I can only do so much. I can spread the ear bug about it, but that's about all I could do for now. Trying to do more. If you subscribe, you'll be able to help me do it. But yeah, street code, like, let's go ahead and ban the street code. Let's get off of that street code, this whole handle it in the streets business. Come on, it's 2026, bro. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work. We got cameras everywhere, and so much has changed in the past like 20, 30 years. You used to be able to go outside and actually rob somebody at gunpoint and actually just run away and get away with it. You can't do that no more. You can't just walk into a studio and rob nobody. There's 7,000 cameras in that one room. You can't do that anymore. What is this? What is this? Juice? Boys in the Hood? Come on, bro. But yeah, I'm just glad that Gucci chose this route to go. And I hope it does all work out for him. And as far as Pooh Shiesty, I don't really have any remorse for it. I can't sympathize with people just trying to uphold the street activity, especially when there was so many stupid moves that took place that he could have stopped at any one of those times to prevent from being in this situation. Nah. If I was a judge, I would think, okay, well, when he first got locked up, we locked him up because he was being a menace to society. And now, from the actions I've seen, he's a stupid menace to society. And stupidity and menacingness is a dangerous, probably the worst combination for a human being. So nah. And I hope the freaking gangsters don't try to come for me because I said that, but I'm just speaking my truth. I'm a civilian, bro. Leave me alone. I'm chilling. So yeah, with that being said, I know I got a lot of yapping on this today, but this stuff hits hard. This stuff hits home because I've seen a lot of it in my own personal life. And a lot of my family members fell into these types of traps too. So I've seen it all. But yeah, that being said, let me know what y'all think, man. Thank you for tuning in. Hit me with a like, throw a comment. I want to hear your thoughts. And subscribe to me if you haven't. I know most of y'all are new here. So hit me with a subscribe if you didn't think I was trash. If you did think I was trash, put in the comments. Be like, bro, this sucked. This sucked. Do better. You're trash. Let me know. I'm trying to hear it all. But yeah. Thank you. Peace.